Here we go, people. Bronny James officially declared for the NBA draft while maintaining his NCAA eligibility and also entering the draft portal by not returning to the USC Trojans this upcoming season, where he averaged 4.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists, a little under 37% field goal percentage, while averaging about 20 minutes per game for the USC Trojans. Which again, I don't want to take, I don't want to harp too much on that. I get in this day and age, especially the social media day and age, where it's a lot of highlight watchers. They're just going to see, and stat watchers, to be honest. They look at Bronny. He averaged under 5 points per game. Why is he trying to enter the NBA draft? We also have to really take into consideration, he went through a serious issue prior to the season. He wasn't able to ramp up the way he wanted to. As you all know, he experienced a cardiac arrest due to a heart condition defect. So, that had to have been huge as far as him, being the way he wanted to be on the court and perform the way he wanted to perform on the court. I'm sure that was on his mind. That was a serious traumatic experience. I can only imagine, right? So, you have to take that into consideration. Still not saying, 4.8 points, I get it, but also, too, you have to look at the way maybe USC was utilizing Bronny throughout the season. Only averaging a little under 20 minutes per game. That's, he was on the bench for the majority of the year as well. I think he started a couple games throughout the season, but it's just not enough time, not enough shots to go up. I know he wants to play the right way. He has that LeBron mindset. He wants to play the right way. He wants to get his teammates involved. He wants to push the pace, rebound, assisting, that nature, but I don't think USC fully unlocked his potential. I think he's only going to get better. As far as him declaring for the draft, I think the key piece here people have to keep in mind is he's still maintaining for the NCAA as far as the draft portal. So in case that doesn't work out, which I believe this is his way of testing the waters this season for the draft. I don't think the upcoming draft is as strong as some of the other draft classes over the last couple of years. I know next year, the following year is going to be insane. I feel like that's going to be an even better draft class. So this is the year right now to see like a good opportunity for him to test the waters and kind of gauge the feel, like the NBA GMs, the executives, things of that nature. So I think it's smart because even if it doesn't work out, he can train a little bit and go through that whole draft process. And then if it doesn't work out, hey, he can just go back to the draft portal, end up with the team. Maybe he can obviously get some more playing time, find the right team with the right fit as far as his skill set. So I do think it's a win-win. I do think Bronny can develop into a solid player. Of course, trying to compare him to LeBron is ridiculous, right? That's a one in a lifetime generational type of player. So to have that sort of expectations on Bronny it's asinine, right? But I do feel like as he continue to develop his game, I do think he will be able to find himself a nice role on a roster, an NBA roster over time. He has nice size. He's a combo guard. He can play both positions, the shooting guard position and the point guard position. You can already see his IQ of the game. He has nice defensive instincts. He can definitely play solid defense. I think he's able to get to the rack. He's shown that he can get to the rack. He has a nice layup package, dunk package. I definitely think as he continues to build, continues to grow a little bit, add some more weight to him, I definitely think that's huge in this day and age. The way that the NBA is played now with space, I think his biggest opportunity that I kind of see with Bronny, that he's got to continue to work on improving that tray ball, right? That 3-point shot. I think he needs to definitely try to get around that 40% range, especially in the NBA. So he's going to continue to work on that. Free throw percentage is huge, especially as a point guard, shooting guard. You can't be shooting, mid 60s and the NBA level as a point guard, shooting guard. So I definitely think that he's going to have to work towards improving that a little bit more. But I can see him as, again, being a nice 3-and-D guard. I know this may be an odd comparison, but I just kind of see some KCP in him, right? KCP with the Denver Nuggets. Similar height, similar build. He found himself a nice role on every team he's been on. Like NBA execs and GMs are always looking for those type of players. Hit the three, play solid defense, play smart basketball. I think that's where he will kind of carve out his role in the NBA. But ultimately, I do see him not getting drafted this year. And I get it. Everyone's theory is going to be like, well, Bron's going to be a free agent. And if I want Bron, let's draft Bronny. And if Bronny's going to go here, all right, we have a shot at getting Bron. I get it. But I think ultimately he needs another year before he goes on towards getting really drafted into the NBA. But if it did happen, of course, the two teams that come to mind off the bat is going to be the Miami Heat and the Spurs, just because the developmental program that they have, the type of culture that they have, also to the connection that they have with Bron between, obviously he played with the Heat for a couple years, and then Spurs, of course, Spurs do what they do, and the connection between Bron and Pop. So there's ties there. So I would definitely say if he did get drafted or ended up getting drafted, Miami Heat and Spurs, the Spurs are the top two programs that I would have in mind. But who knows? Like I said, this could be very interesting. We'll just have to see how this plays out. But right now, I think he's testing the waters. He's going to end up playing college basketball next year. What do you think, though? What do you think Bronny's going to get drafted? Or do you think he's going back to college? Leave your opinions down below. I'm curious to see everyone's thought process behind this. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to catch more content like this coming soon. Also, if you're into gaming, you can check out my Twitch channel, because you can come chill with us over there. We're doing a lot of gaming over there. You can follow the Twitch channel. The link will be down below to the Twitch channel. Come chill with us. We play a variety of different games each night, so it'll be a good time. Hopefully you guys will be able to enjoy that, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a good one. Peace.